ending, and how we can get the stem and what are the endings we are going to see here. And let's check out the rule. To get the stems, first you must remember an ILS form of the present tense of the verb. So first step, ILS form of the present tense of the verb. Third person plural, ILS form of the present tense of the verb. That word you are take out and remove the ending ENT, you will get the stem. So when the conjugation of the present tense, select ILS and remove ENT, you will get the stems. Okay. Then what are the endings for subjunctive? Ending is je, e, tui, es, for il or l, e, for nu, oni, s, for wu, iez, for ILS or ELAS is ENT. So this you must remember. Stem and ending is very important, because stem we are getting the spelling from the present tense of ILS form and remove ENT there. And the remaining endings is very easy only. NOUS and VOUS only is different. This is amperfe ending, look like amperfe ending, and remaining ending everything is look like ER ending. That also you can easily remember. Okay. So you must remember the stem and the ending. If you are a thorough in present tense, you can easily conjugate this tense. Subjunctive tense, what is the rule? We must go to the ILS of the present tense and remove ENT, you will get the stem. Afterwards ending J, E, thui, ES, for ill or al, E, for nu, IONS, for wu, IES, for ill, ELS, ENT. So how to get the subjunctive stem and what are the endings? See the explains. See some example here where we are using, why we are using the subjunctive tense. Subjunctive tense. So some sentence is given here. Je jeune suis que le parent les comprend. Je suis que le parent les comprend. See the expressions. Comprehend is the verb, is conjugated in subjunctive tense, and you are getting the stems in the ILS form of the present tense and remove ENT, and ending is subject is a parents, it's a plural form, so you have to add ENT. And subjunctive ending at the present tense ending, it's like a same. When the why we are using the subjunctive tense, where we have to use, and after that what we have to use after the sentence. Wow. See the verb clearly. Some expressions will be completed, that is order or preference or desire, like this it will be completed. After that any verb, if you seen that verb should be in subjunctive form. Okay. So the young people wish that their parents might understand that. So remember that subjunctive is always used after an expressions or wish or order or desire, okay, or necessity. These are the expressions. After the expressions we will use the verb in subjunctive. So here see the title, and utiliser subjunctif, we use the subjunctive verb après le verbe ou les expressions qui expriment, after the verb or the expressions which express. First one, I told you a subjunctive is used after the expressions, okay, that talks about desire or the preference, une preference or order, on order. Whenever you find these expressions in the sentence, desire, preference, or order, after that, if you find the verb, that verb should be in subjunctive tense. See some example. Those expressions is talk about desire, preference, or order. Je veux que. The expressions is always ends with que. Okay. Je veux que. Is que is that. I wish that. Je decide que. I decide that. Je souhaite que. I wish that. Je préfère que. I prefer that. Je exige que. I exist that. So whenever an expression start with any of these expressions, then after these expressions, you are if you find the verb, that verb should be in subjunctive tense. That is the things. Okay. This you remember. Then how to get the subjunctive stems I already told you in this video. You practice it. Then it is easy for you to conjugate that verb in subjunctive. See some word. Le maître veut que nous soyons à l'heure. See the sentence start with expressions. The teachers wants that. The teachers wants that. See the after this expressions you are getting a verb. This verb is a être verb. Should be conjugated in a subjunctive because it placed after an expressions the wish. Okay. We might be on time. The teachers wishes that we might be on time. There are some exceptions. The general rule I said, after this next video I will send you, or next portion I will explain to you some exceptions. Okay, this you remember first. Then after we can see the difference of this and exceptions word. Okay. If an expression talks about emotion, fear, or regret, like this expression, je suis content que, I am content that, je suis triste que, I am sad that, je suis heureux que, I am happy that, je suis désolé que, I am sad that, je suis étonné que, I am surprised that, je suis surpris que, I am surprised that. After these expressions, if you find the verb, that verb should be in subjunctive. So, for example, je regrette que, je peur que, c'est dommage que. What is the meaning for regret? I wish. I'm afraid. C'est dommage que, I pity that. See some example. Elle a peur qu'il pleure. Pleuvoir is conjugated in subjunctive tense because it is placed after an expression that talks about the emotion. She is afraid, I dream. See another example. Les besoins de la nécessité. When an expression talks about a need or necessity, il faut que, it necessary that, il est nécessaire que, il est necessary that, il est indisposed que, it is essential that. Whenever we find this are the expressions after this any word, any verb, that verb should be in subjunctive. See some example. Il faut que tu finisses devoir. It is necessary that you must finish the homework. Last one. Whenever you find an expression talks about doubt, uncertainty, possibility. See for example, le doute que, I doubt that. Le possible que, I possible that. After this expression, any verb is present there, that verb should be in subjunctive. Je doute que someone. I doubt my neighbors is will come. Okay, so I hope you will understand how to get the subjunctive tense. Thank you.